Hey, we got motion, man. Anybody that's tapped in, man, we appreciate you. You see, we got the special guest on, you feel me? Niesha Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we got my co-host, got my boy, man, you know what I'm saying? He got the buff song, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see him a little extra special today. He feeling himself today, you feel me? We got
We got
background, of
special
course, man.
guests. We got special guests, so I got to do everything special today.
You know what I'm
You
saying? You
feel
feel
me?
me? What's up? Right, introduce yourself. Hey, introduce yourself, Niche, to the people so they know what's going on.
I'm Niesha Jackson, aka Bay Rich Beauty. I'm from the Murder Dubs. It's 28 Niche, and I'm just here to talk about whatever.
Okay. Where we at? Where we at? Woodrow? Where we at, bro?
All right, so tell us a little bit about you. So I googled you.
Okay.
You've done a lot,
I know a lot. Yeah, the
a lot.
government said I did a lot, but I was just doing a little something, something.
But they gave you this nickname. Where did this nickname come from?
It came from the government, bank robbing babe, because I got charged with fraud with the feds, and they said I robbed banks with phones and credit cards. So everybody thought I was going in robbing banks, but I wasn't robbing banks. I manipulated the system using a phone and credit cards.
That's hard.
So that's how they came up with bank robbing babe, and then I revamped it to Bay Rich Beauty, BRB.
So so is Baby's Beauty a makeup line? Is it a lifestyle? Is it like a what is that?
It's a brand, it's a lifestyle, it's a movement. It got everything to do with like just beauty. I'm not a baddie, I'm a beauty.
Mm.
So it's like, I want to mess with the young girls in my community or just around all around the world to tell them my story and try to help them steer in the right direction instead of going left, go right, because it's not worth it. I wasted a lot of time being behind them bars because with the picture they painted, the government of me, doing fraud. So
Okay.
the bank
So
robber thing came upon because to them I was doing the most.
so
Okay,
you
look.
said
Go ahead.
you said talking to the young girls, you look young yourself, so you teaching toddlers or something because you look a good 29,
I,
30. So I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
no, I'm a
The young girls.
Thundercat. I'm 46, about to be 47. So, like, I would like to speak to the youth anywhere up from 10 to 30, and just tell them my story so I can have an impact on their life and let them know what I've been through and the reason why I went through it, chasing that fast life, the fast money. Um, I grew up in Dubs, East Oakland, California. My first baby daddy, he is from West Oakland, and he was a bank robber. So I was infatuated just with the lifestyle. I was moving, shaking, a thief first. That's how I started off. And then I was running back and forth from the east to the west, and I see how everybody was getting down, because I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 79. So by 85, I was in West Oakland going to the school with, people who was out there already hustling, selling rocks at a young age. And then in 91, I started, stealing at a young age and basically just
Everywhere she
hustling.
just named, Wood, just so you understand, is grimy. Everywhere she just named, West Oakland, the
It's
Dub,
grimy. Yeah, it is grimy.
all
It's
them.
gutter.
Hold on.
Right.
It's
What's more
gutter, but I
grimy?
survived it.
What's more grimy, West Oakland or East Oakland? Because East Oakland act like they're the grimiest.
Yeah, well, West Oakland because it's smaller than East Oakland, but West Oakland, hey, back then when like my auntie was staying in the high rises, which is cross street from the projects Acorn. You could even be outside because they was shooting up the security, shooting in the hallways. Like we had to dodge bullets, like in the high rise on the 8th floor, because we didn't know if the bullets was going to be way up there because they had shootouts every day in the daytime, nighttime. You know, everything went in the West. East Oakland is kind of big, so I
It's
think
slime
West Oakland.
ball. All the slime
West
ball, bro.
Oakland.
It's just that the West, like the East, the West could come to the East and kick it. East Oakland
Yeah,
niggas don't go to the West and kick it. You got to have a pass.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, now mind you, that don't mean that anybody can just come to the East and just do anything. But it's just that East Oakland niggas,
It's
unless
so
you really
big.
fuck with, yeah, you don't really fuck with them. So
Yeah,
for
you
her to
could
be able
kind
to
of
go from
fly through the main streets like MacArthur, Bancroft. You don't have to even hit the hoods like that. But in West Oakland, you gonna hit the hoods for sure. Acorn, Ghost Town, Cypress, Dogtown, Lower Bottom. Like it's no way you can get through that without hitting they hoods
every
or they
spot,
project.
it's like Project Living. It's like a lot of
Yeah,
project living on that side. You feel me? But she just named all the slime ball spots. No disrespect, because I love my West Oakland niggas. Don't get it
yeah,
twisted. I'm just saying though. But
exactly.
for a chick to be able to slide through and glide through and be able to fuck with it like that,
Yeah, so I had the
so,
pleasure of being in both worlds, East Oakland, West Oakland. I was every day. That's what I did. I was in East Oakland, start off in East Oakland, and then hit the West and come back and finish it off in the East. And I would just be out there just kicking in Acorn. You know, they had back then the center. That's where everybody slid through with they old school. Everybody was out there getting money. It was like a function every day. It was like live out there, legit. Like when I say everybody playing loud music, everybody hustling. Females fighting, like it was real good out there. But like in East Oakland, it was good, but it's kind of like I'm in a murder dove, so it's like my home little turf. So we just out there really chilling. They was hustling also or whatever. But like me being able to go to both spots, I could see the difference in how they was in West Oakland compared to how they was in East Oakland.
Okay. It's Oakland. Oakland is so much like Detroit. It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy. Like
that's what we
because we
cousins. We cousins, man.
because I got the east and west side of Detroit. I'm from the west side. The west side is more so the
okay.
fly guys, flashy, get money, individuals, and then the east side of Detroit. How I don't know if you watch BMF. How Lamar character is.
Yeah.
All of them is like that on the east side.
Shout
All
Oh,
out
of
to
them.
okay.
Lamar. Man. Shout out to Marmar. You know, they used to call me when that show came. They used to call me Lamar. Lamar Scandalous. Hey, Lamar
Like
Scandalous.
he
Hey,
that's
you been to Detroit before, Niche?
Yeah, I've been to Michigan. Michigan. I slid all through there. What is it? What is it? Detroit. I mean, I went to the World Series, but I was really out there hustling. So I done slid through all the cities to get money out there.
okay. So as far as you was getting money and doing what you was doing. I'm also I'm a get money nigga as myself, but I'm also a pocket watcher. So I
Yeah.
need to know how much money you made in one day doing what you was doing. The most.
Um, One day my goal would be like 20,000, so about 40,000 because I split it down the middle. I gave everybody half. So 40,000, it was cool, but hey, if I could get 50 to 100,000, that was even better. Cause I had my little habits, my shopping habits. So I always hustle like I'm gonna put this up, I'm gonna
I
put
see
this
you
up.
like the Louis.
I love Louis, Chanel, all that.
Okay. Okay. Dang, 40,000 on a bad day. Damn.
Yeah,
But
and that
spending
was
it,
like
though,
a
like,
cool day. But a good day, I could really bust 100. If I had like 5 crews in 5 different states or 5 different cities,
Mm.
it was easy to pull that in. Because I mean, they could really go in one place and get 15,000 at a time if they was both voted up. But everybody always did 5 to keep it cool to test the waters out. But then they'll move it up to 8. But if they was voting a different nationality, hey, they'd be like, I'm about to go up in here for 15. You think I'm
Come
like,
on,
if you come,
because you know they're
for
gonna give it to
sure.
them. You
right?
know,
Exactly. And I'm gonna make it do what it do. You feel me? Like on my end. So
But she was giving up half though. Like, bro,
yeah, I
on
was
some
giving everybody
on some
half.
player
Like,
shit, man, niggas don't listen, bro.
no.
Nigga, I grew up getting 20 off 100, grinding. You feel me? I'm saying
Yeah.
nigga was getting 20 off 100. You get a nigga 100 count, I'm getting $20 off that as a little nigga. And that's about the going rate coming up. So for a motherfucker to give somebody half of 40,000, because you think about it, you motherfucker give them 5, 10,000, that'd be it. So that's player.
Yeah, I was giving
that's real
half because
good.
I mean we was banking unlimited money. So it's like, why did I need to be greedy? I
Exactly.
wanted the
Look,
people to keep coming back.
that's what I always tell people when you move in any kind of system with a whole lot of wolves, as long as you feed them well, they'll never bite you.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Well, in that case, that's a good segue. Did you ever get bit by any wolves that you was feeding?
No, not really people I was feeding. It was really that I was close to, like associates that I grew up with, friends. They was the ones who really started hating, was jealous, started trying to use my people who was, going to get money hustling, to have them hustle for them. And everything just got mixed up and contaminated. So that's how I basically got labeled as the bank robbing baby, because they said basically I was over the whole scheme. Like I started the scheme, and basically everybody who ever got caught for that kind of crime, which is bank fraud, they try to say they was up under me, which was not true. Everybody from down this way in Northern California, that was basically our hustle, the approval game, and I came in like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. So people was doing it before me, but I painted my own lane. It wasn't no competition. I did my own thing. So that's how I was able to be successful, because I just moved different. You know, I was never compare and compete with nobody. I was just on my own mission. But when it came down to it, people who knew of me or knew of somebody who was messing with me, the people closest to you is always the ones that get you. I can honestly say anybody who got money from me, they never got caught up. They never even did no time. Like, they was good. I was the ball guy for everybody, but it's
Shit.
because my people who I was close with.
So look, so staying with the theme, like, cause that's a good thing. Like the show is called We Got Motion, right? So it seemed like you had the most motion back then, right? Seemed like you was the one with the motion. You was either giving it,
Oh yeah, I was
sharing
definitely
it.
with the motion because, like I said, I had my own lane. I was able to, carry her from the Bay to all the way to Sac. Like, I could go anywhere in the Bay. I mean, like I said, East Oakland, West Oakland, North Oakland, Fairfield, Vallejo, Richmond, Sacramento, South Side, West Side, North Side. Everywhere. Like, I'm known everywhere, and ain't no dirt on my name. Everybody go give it up. Like, oh, when she was getting down, everybody was eating.
Right.
Nobody
Look,
was at
so,
home.
so look, so if we push from then to where you had the motion then to right now where you trying to get that, right? Who do you look at right now in the game? It don't even got to be like no illegal shit, whether it's music, whether it's entrepreneurship, whatever. Who do you look at right now that you feel like got motion right now that you would love to either be a part of, emulate, you know what I'm saying, or like set your blueprint to that?
Global, us. I mean, but real, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been out for over a year, and everybody thirsty, and they grimy, and the fake is the new real. So I don't know who got motion. I don't know what nobody doing, and especially like legally, like everybody working that I know.
Right,
But
right.
like what we own, this is something different. Like I said, it's the global movement. We got motion movement, the BRB movement. Like, it's a lot of movements that's tied into one. And we coming together to make it happen, I don't see people out here doing that. Everybody's for self, everybody thirsty, everybody trying to get ahead. It's a competition still, but it's like really the hustle ain't the same. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't dare want to have no part of really being with
That's
nobody.
dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't saying it's dope just because, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a part of the movement too. I'm saying it's dope
Yeah.
because a lot of the stuff that we be talking about, like especially like, me and Wood, me and you, like it's only like a really a short nucleus stuff. Even some of the stuff we was doing today behind the scenes with deals and contracts, stuff like that, it really is a lot of fake ass shit going on right now, right? You know what I'm
It
saying? So
is. Like, I
that's,
can't call nobody up and be like, tell somebody what my dreams and my goals is, and they gonna be believing in me and want to help me. You guys believe in me, so I believe in y'all, because this is something I dreamed of when I was doing that time, 10 years behind that wall. I pushed a hard line. I was recruited behind the walls. You feel me? Like, the officers used to be like, oh, you like Cash Money, or you like the Master P, like on the yard. You feel me? They would want to, help me give talent shows and, just big events, because I was so into, I had people rapping, doing poetry, like designing clothes. So this is not something I started now. This is something that 10 years ago, when I was on a run, that I thought about. And then I took it and kept it pushing in the prison. And then my homegirl went home and, made it happen when she got home in 2019 and started the clothing line for me, to Be Rich clothing line. We had custom
who's
made
that?
hoodies.
Let's shout her out. Who is that? Who is that?
Kelly McClinton, Kale's from LA,
Shout out
she
to
made
Kelly.
that happen. She
Right.
believed in me too. You feel me? I believe in your movie. I believe, I'm into clothes. She was designing baby clothes at the time. And she was like, I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. And like, she was from LA, and we really built our bond in the prison. And I could say she the only one that I really met. And I ran across a lot of people that I knew from the streets, or they knew of me from the game, being from Oakland. And everything they said they was gonna do, they didn't do nothing. So it's like, what was y'all on? I was gone 10 years, and when I come home, y'all still penny pitching, trying to hustle, faking it till y'all make it. And it's
You
like,
still standing on the
what
corner,
are we doing? What
still
are
with
we
the
doing?
same 9-pack, selling the same Coke QP, do the same
Exactly.
shit, right? Do the same shit.
Yeah. So, I give bigs up to my sis, Kelly McClinton in LA, because hey, she owned that, she gave me a lot of game on how to move in the business world, like doing a cleaner business, getting commercial contracts, residential contracts. I'm just, on this ankle monitor. So when I get off, which is in
It's over.
September, it's off.
Okay, and also congratulations in advance when that happened for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got another question for you. It's like a two-part question. So my
Okay.
question is, when you was doing your thing, how long was your run of getting money? And then the part two question that is, how did you what was the moments? How did you like walk us to the moments when they finally caught to you when you was on a run, when it was like over at that time?
Okay. Yeah. So I had a good run, probably like a 10-year run. The
Damn, that's a
feds,
good.
they try to say they was on me for they said they got on me in 2005, but if they would have got on me in 2005, they would have got me in 2005. I didn't get indicted to 2009 or whatever, but so they say that I was still hustling on the run, whatever. So with that being said, I got caught up in 2014. They said they've been investigating me since 2005. So 19 years, I basically was getting down. And when I was getting down, that's how I was able to
You
survive,
had a 10-year run? I didn't know it was a 10-year run. It's crazy.
That's a
Yeah,
that's a,
that's what the
that's a,
feds
that's a
say. So I'm
long
going with that.
run.
I took the time for it. You feel me? I did the time for it. So that's what they said. That's how long I was getting down.
Right.
Okay.
And basically, when I was on the run, it was just weird because I felt everything closing in on me. I like was on a run from Vegas, Chicago, Louisiana. I stayed in all them different places. But like I said, it was people who was close to me who got them to get me. That's how I got captured, coming back to see my kids for Easter and was just set up with a wiretap phone call. And that's how they moved in on me. And it was weird because that year, which was 2014, I did feel like something was about to happen. Like I was going to get caught up. I actually was tired. I really wanted to just turn myself in because like family was turning, everybody was just money hungry. It was all about the money in 2013. So about time 2014 came, I was just like, okay, my kid's father, he was, they got him first. So shout out to Chuck, aka Show,
Chuck Diesel.
he got
Chuck
10 years.
Diesel.
Yeah, so he went down first in 2008 and he was on his way home in 2016. So I'm thinking like it's 14. If I could just last 2 more years, and if I last, I'm gonna walk myself in because it was just so hot and so hectic, and people were just so thirsty. Like my partner, who basically supposed to be a so-called partner, who helped me be on the lam. She set me up to be robbed here hostage. She had people in the house. So it was just like a lot going on. And I'm just like, hey, it's wicked out here. Like, I didn't even really feel safe no more. I really wanted to just get it over and start my time, just get the shit over with because it was just getting too hectic.
What's crazy is, and I never been in a situation like that, but when you're not in that situation, you always be coaching people. Like, I do this, I do that, I do this.
Yeah, I do that. I do
Oh,
this. Yeah.
I always wonder when people getting so much money and they got so many connections and this, that, and the third. Why y'all don't go overseas and just go overseas? Like
Yeah.
we
So
about to
I
go
had
to
the option
Bali.
to go overseas, like to Mexico or over to Africa. But I was just like, if I'm on a run, I want to see my kids. That's too far. I want to still be able to get on the road myself or have somebody drive me or, I wanted to be able to get on the jet if I had to get to my kids. And I just felt like being in the States would be easier for me to have access because to me, I felt like being on the run, that's kind of like why I went on the run to keep building my relationship with my kids because my younger boy, he was like young when everything happened, 5 or 6. So I'm thinking if I could stay out till he like 9 or 10 till his dad get home, at least one of the parents to be home with them. But I had options to go over there. They told me all I need is 400, 500,000 to live like a boss, a queen over there. But then when I thought about it, they was like, also you're gonna need bodyguards though in Mexico. And I'm like, nah, I can't. And then I was just worried about like how I'm gonna be able to survive with like taking care of myself too as a woman over there. Now, if I went to another, country, I mean, now I gotta depend on new people, gain their trust, or they had to gain my trust. And I don't know, I just felt like I would be a target for real for in another country or just depending on people I really didn't know who said,
And
hey,
you and,
get
and,
your
and you was
passport, do this.
and you were still a mom. So like I could even chime in on that. Would you remember when I was not on the run, but I was on, you feel me? My wife was pregnant, you feel me? I'm saying, I'm like, I want to see my baby born. It's like I could have been like, I'm out, right? But it's so much stuff you abandoning, and then adding the
Yeah.
fact if you making money, You ain't trying to abandon a hustle either. That's one thing. The movies be real when they be like, we just gonna pull one more caper, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the one more send your ass to jail. You feel me? So it's like,
but I really didn't have no intention on going on a run because I was fighting my case for 27 months. But then when everything just started happening, when I went in, my son, he was having issues and he was not wanting to stay with his father. And then they gave me 6 weeks. And when I went in for sentencing, they gave me 6 more weeks to get that situated, together. And that's when I decided, like, okay, let me see if they gonna put it off. Because at first they was putting it off. But when I called my attorney, she like, oh, they don't believe nothing you say because your crime got everything to do with phones and credit cards. I can't tell them because I had anxiety attack. I went to the hospital. I had the paperwork and everything. But then they just didn't believe it. So I was like, oh, I got a warrant. She was like, yeah, you need to come down here right now. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere with a warrant. Because that day, after the 6 weeks, I didn't show up for court because I actually went to the hospital, to the emergency room. But it's like my attorney, I paid her $25,000. She started acting like the feds working, like, oh, I need to come pick you up. You need to go down. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere at 4 o'clock with no warrant. I already know they're going to keep me. Get me back on calendar. I'm going to come in and get on the calendar and go to court tomorrow. She was like, no, I can't do that. And I was just like, at that point, fuck it. Threw the phone out the window. Was like, hey, I'm out of here.
Jeez.
So I really didn't have it planned out to be on the run. Because if I would have had it planned out, I would have been planned to the T. Like I would have been gone.
Thing about it, I don't think nobody actually plans for it. But if you can plan for it, there's so many reasons still not to do it, especially if you got something to lose. Now, to me, hindsight is 2020. You did a lot of time. I did some time too. I mean, if you would have went on a run, you eventually probably would have got caught anyway, right? I mean, only motherfucker we see that existed was Asada Shakur. She was on a run all the way until she died, right? But it's rare that people stay on the run forever.
I was on the run for 2.5 years, even though it didn't seem that long because it was going by fast. And I was able to enjoy time with my kids still, But I mean, was it worth it? No, it was not worth it. But like I said, I didn't plan to be on a run. It just so happened to happen like that. So that's why I was still in the States and still bold enough to come back to California because I should have never been coming back out here. Like I said, I got caught up seeing my kids for Easter, knowing I'm supposed to be out here. I was right there down the street from where I was indicted at Sacramento. I was 45 minutes away in Fairfield. So, and then I still was dealing with people who I know that they could contact to get me caught up. They could have, like how they got on them and them led them to me. I just didn't care. Like, as long as I wasn't getting caught, I didn't care. I was just doing me, still outside doing me, living my life like I wasn't on the run.
Anybody got a question for Niesha in the chat? Chime in. I see you, Lito. Thank God it's Friday. You motherfucking right. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
Every day's a Friday, man. Anybody got a question for Niesha? Lito, I know you got one. Go ahead and chime in, right? Hey, what I do want you to dose us with, we was gonna save it, right? We need that crazy penitentiary story because my nigga, my co-host, he don't really be knowing how that shit really rock, right? Because he been able to wiggle his whole life. Don't let the bus fool you though. You know what I'm saying? He done done his dirt. I'm just saying, right? We need one of them crazy penitentiary stories, man.
So with the feds, it's like female prison. It's really not too much going on. It's just a lot of hustling and a lot of dyking. Girls on girl situation. It's not really no gangster shit going on. Like, ain't no gang banging. People might be clicked up, but ain't no like beef on a yard like that unless you fuck with somebody chick. So that's where all the drama come in at. If you fucking with somebody chick, if you trying to take somebody clientele because they selling K2 or they selling Suboxone or whatever they selling or whatever. So it's just, wow. It's just like a freak off or a freaknik in that motherfucker. Like tonight is Friday, girls on girls going, wow, that shit is real. Like in a women's prison, like everybody fucking everybody. They making dildos, they selling dildos, they getting high, and they always looking for somebody to be their bitch.
You know what everybody want to know. You know what they want to know, Niche. They want to know if you was getting down.
They want to know. I get down. No, I'm strictly dickly. But I had bitches who would holler at me. I had bitches buying me canteen. You feel me? Because they was just on me like, oh, you cool. Woo, woo, woo. I had bitches overprotected over me.
I would have bought the canteen too. I get it.
What you say?
No, they already knew I wasn't getting down. I wasn't getting down. But,
hold on. That nigga? What you just say, bro?
I said I would have bought a canteen too. I get it.
Exactly. So and I'm still cool
buns, Cheetos, what you want?
Yeah. So they knew my favorite candies or my favorite chips or my favorite snack, and they'll look out. Like they always knew I wanted to stack up because sometimes the stores would be low and running out of shit. So they knew I would buy 10 candy bars or just say a Nestle Crunch or a cookies and cream bar, and they'd buy me 10 and be like, I got this for you and this and that. But it was a lot of OGs and young chicks trying to holler at me. And I'm like, I don't even get down. Y'all crazy. But they like, I bet you I could make you turn, not be straight no more. I make you turn gay. But I'm like, no, but I mean, I could see why they thought that, because a lot of women in prison do turn gay or was already and try to act like they wasn't. They just got turned out. Is because I feel they don't have no support. Once you get in there and you get 10, 20, 30 years, there's a lot of females in there got buku time, especially like Spanish chicks who got 30 years or whatever. And they love the black chicks, the black studs, they call it. Or whatever. I used to be like, oh, y'all dykes, they don't like that word dyke. I guess that's an old word. They the stud, they the man. And they cater to them as in buying stuff for them. So if you don't have no money coming in your family, it's like out of sight, out of mind for real. Like, and then a lot of Spanish chicks, they send money back home. They really, they go hard. Shout out to the Spanish, because they go hard. They wash clothes, they cook, they work a job. You feel me? They iron. They gonna get them some.
That's what I want to talk to you about. Because like in the men's prison, no matter where you at, the Mexicans go crazy in the sense of militant. They on that gang shit. They can't affiliate with certain shit. They can't be on no homosexual shit. Was the women? They wasn't like, it wasn't no Mexican mafia, no Nuestra Familia, wasn't no militant agents like
no.
Mexican
They might say it was a cartel chick on a yard, but it was mostly like she just had everything, whatever. You feel me? She just had it her way or whatever. So she might be the main chick of one of the black studs, and she probably everything going through her, but she let him push it, the stud girl or whatever, and then he might have other little chicks working for them and bringing all the shit, the money back to them. But it wasn't nothing like.
You got a question. You got a question though too. My nigga Lito actually said, "What did you do to pass time when you were sitting down?"
I did. I learned how to draw, so I started drawing, designing clothes for my clothing brand. I read a lot of self-help books. Like I said, I put together a lot of battles, like rap battles, people singing. Everybody, I just had this one partner who came in there and I couldn't believe she was in there. And I'm like, what you doing in here? Because I haven't saw her like in over 6 years. And she was like, she was in there for some shit with her guys. She got caught up or whatever. And she was a chick that I used to get money with. And she was really young. And then she just broke down when she saw me. She was scared to say something to me because she was just like, I didn't know what happened to you. Like, so she had somebody get at me like, is that Niesha? They like, yeah. She was like, can y'all tell Niesha I'm over here? She didn't even want to approach you, but she haven't saw me how long. But I met her when she was like 16. But now she's 22. And she's like, what happened when we meet? She just like broke down crying. Like, my life really changed. Like, when you left, you know, I started drinking a lot. I started being in the strip club, like, because we was getting, like I said, we was getting to the bag, and she was a young bitch getting to the bag, you feel me? And she was just like, she was used to that lifestyle, and it kind of fucked her up that I disappeared. But like I told her, I want to run. I didn't want you to be a part of that. So I distanced myself from you, so to make sure you wouldn't get caught up in the web of what I had going on with, you know, the feds on me or whatever. And so happened, she just like, she spit poetry. I'm telling her about rapping. I'm looking for an artist. And then I was trying to make her my first artist, and she started like spitting poetry. We started writing raps together, and that just brought the yard, you know, like I said, the studs, it was a lot of talent in there. Everybody started coming together and just want to battle rap on the yard. So that was really my thing. I really didn't work. I would go outside at 8 in the morning to the rec, run a track, do lunges around the track. And then after that, I'll just be looking for talent, because I'm like, hey, I'm about to come home and be a CEO. You know, I'm about to get some money and get into the rap game. And then I start talking to my son, because my son, he's also doing time. He's in state prison, whatever. So I'm telling him what I'm trying to do. And he like, oh, for real? He like, hey, I'll be rapping up in here. I'm like, what? You be rapping? I was like, nigga, please. So I'm reading books, like magazines, the double XLs, the Kite magazine, which is a known rap magazine. So I'm looking at the story of like JT and Young Miami. You feel me? The city girls like, oh, they start doing all this, and they was just playing with it. They was going to the club. It was just supposed to be like a club thing, performing in the club. But now they got 200 some streams. If you get this many streams, you get paid. So I'm telling my son like, hey, you need to get on it. And then all of a sudden he just was on his shit. And I still was on my shit on the yard. But when everybody leave prison, they not really on that. You know, that's like a dream, because they can't see where they can really profit off that. You know, everybody come home trying to do the right thing, get a job, you know, to satisfy their stipulations with their parole or probation officer or whatever. But I kept my time going just by working out, reading self-help books, and pushing the line like I was really a
You
CEO
wasn't
up
in
in
there
there.
doing no working out, but cut it out.
I was,
You wasn't doing no working out in that motherfucker. Don't try to throw the working out shit up. You say,
man, nobody on the
you
yard could mess with me. I could do the lunges, 275 lunges around the track. It take me 25 minutes. If I stop for like 30 days, it take me like 35 minutes. But nobody, and I was in Aliceville Federal Prison in Aliceville, Alabama. Nobody could hit that track when it comes to the lunges. They might could run the track, but when you hitting them lunges all the way around the track straight, I was the queen of that.
You were trying to throw that shit in, but you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jada K. You know what I'm saying?
I design clothes. I got so many designs and worked on my vision board and just read books. As long as I was able to communicate and talk to my son and have video visits with him, that's how I made my time go by, just like building my dream.
So then my next question for you is, so you said you read books. Put the magazines to the side. What's the best book you read while you was behind bars?
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Classic.
And he had a couple more books like with Donald Trump. And then also it was the Ford story. How they the car Ford. I forgot the name of the book, but
yeah.
That book,
They made a book
helped elevate my thinking. What how to start a business, how to keep going, how to stay consistent, no matter what. Like they didn't believe that you can make a car, do this and do that. But the Ford, he was like the Ford man. What was his name? Henry Ford, I think it was.
Yeah, Henry Ford.
And he was on it, like, so them books right there. And then also, like I gotta give shout out to Jay Prince. I read his book. I read that book several times. I liked how he was moving and how he was a part of, what Floyd Mayweather had going on. And, there's with Lil Wayne, the industry, with the rap industry and the boxing entertainment industry.
So you wasn't just in there off Urbans. You wasn't just reading off hella Urbans.
No, I read that.
You weren't reading Zane.
I started off reading Urban. And then I upgraded and was like, nah. Then I started trying to write my own Urban because I'm like, hey, let me write an Urban from here.
Look, everybody, when you go to the hole, the Urbans be like TV, right?
All the Urban books.
The Urbans be like TV when you're in the hole. You're like, nigga, this all I got. But when you do your first couple of years, you be like, man, I'm the Urbans. All them in the same. Nigga died 3 times. There's 5 parts to it. Everybody balled. The police never came. You know what I'm saying? So when we get tired of the Urbans, right? We got a comment from Lito too. He said, when I did a year in Rita, it was niggas saying they can't wait to get to the pen. It's time easier in the pen.
It's more freedom. So it's more things you could do. Yeah, the pen, I would pick the state pen over the federal pen any day. The feds, they telling up in there, like I said, you either fucking with somebody being a bitch, hustling for them, or bitches just telling because they just hate for no reason. And me and you could get in an argument and they could write us up and we go to the shoot for just arguing. Or I could just tell that, oh, that room got something in there, some pills or some K2 in there. And you just go to the whole under investigation. You feel me? But yeah, from the county, hell yeah, the pen all day. Because I did time in Valley State Prison back in 2004 or whatever. And it's more freedom, and it's more programs and it's more things that you could do with your time.
And you saying comparable, especially the feds or the pen is better than Rita, better than county jail.
Yeah, anything's better than Rita and Sacramento.
Rita, county jail, right?
Yeah, even though I know they got tablets and all that now, but it's like you can move around outside. Them places you can't really go outside like that.
And we cutting it kind of close to time because I know you got to go too, right? We do appreciate it, but I want a couple of shout outs for you. All your pen girls, you know what I'm saying? You got Bone.
Yeah, all my beauties, all my Be Rich beauties. They already know.
And shout out your boys. Shout out your boys.
Okay, I just want to give shout. I ain't gonna really say names. It's gonna be too many, but I want to give a shout out to all my prison nieces, all my homeboys, my son Jada K, Jamal Douglas, that's in Folsom State Prison. And I just want to tell y'all, keep doing y'all thing, keep moving and working and shaking towards y'all goals and y'all dreams, because you got to come out here with a plan. You don't just be up in there getting high, wasted time, hustling, just on the phone just because you able to get access to a phone. Really work on your shit so you could come home.
Stay off that K2. Stay off that shit that make you lose your motherfucking mind.
That K2 will make you lose your mind and you will be fucked up and you might don't come back. So stay
Right.
far away from that K2 because that K2 had us locked down a lot. Like that shit was flooding the prison and that shit had people going crazy.
It definitely.
Anybody in the chat got any questions? Good, you got it. You got it. What you want to drop something on us before we go? Anybody in the chat got any questions? Drop some comments before we go.
And also, I got a question for you because I think they also want to know. I want to know this too, but the chat want to know: are you single?
Am I single? Yes, I'm single, ready to mingle. No.
Hey, she ready to
No,
mingle?
but I'm
Okay.
really focused on my life goals, though. Yes,
Okay.
I'm focused on my life goals. So I'm putting all that time and effort into building my brand and building myself back up. Because I was gone for a long time. But I love the network.
Okay.
So if you're about business and you got a business
that means,
venture, and you
that,
feel me,
that
maybe
means tap
we'll
in.
collab on that.
That means tap in if you about your shit. You feel me? Anybody
Yeah.
anything else, man? Before you get up out of here, I see Lito. I appreciate the chat. We was at about 8-9 deep. We're gonna share the live. We're gonna
Okay,
share
that's
the
what I'm talking
recording.
about. Thank you, everybody, for all the support. Yeah, it'll be to be continued. More coming soon.
Subscribe and follow Niesha. We're gonna let her go. If y'all gonna stay with us, me and my boy gonna chop it up for a minute. Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? To Niesha Jackson, Bay Rich Beauty, Bay Rich Babe on Instagram and TikTok. I don't know where else you better be. Where else?
YouTube.
Oh yeah, you too. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You was active. Oh, one more thing.
What?
I don't know what it's gonna be called yet, but I heard through the grapevine that you're supposed to be having a new show that you're developing. You don't know who your co-host gonna be yet. Via Frequency 99, the media arm, because we was talking about Global and how we got motion. You want to speak on that real quick before you go about your development show?
Yeah, so I'm trying to develop a show. I'm actually gonna do a casting call because I'm looking for somebody that's in their 20s or 30s to be a co-host with me, to get it popping, just get this new business venture out there. Also my clothing brand, I'll be online selling, boutique clothes and custom made clothes soon. So make sure y'all tune in, tap in, and help me just expand my brand, the Be Rich Beauty brand, BRB.
Okay, man. We appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? You want to head out, you know what I'm saying? We send our love, you know what I'm saying, to the chat, and we send our love to Niesha Jackson, man. We appreciate you showing up. The first guest we got motion. You feel me? The first one, we see, I don't know if we got somebody in the coming or putting fire emojis, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to see you more, whatever you need. You always a welcome guest on here, right? So we're going to go ahead and enjoy your day at work.
Okay, have a nice day. For sure. I gotta get to the bag. All legit business,
You know it.
Look at me. Look at me. He's hella late talking about, hey, look, I can finally comment on this. Means get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for real. Tell him to still send a comment. Do he have any questions for me?
Means you got more questions? Means you got anything you're trying to chime in on? Since you in there now, they can tell me I can finally comment. Nigga, could be a comment. You already know. We need it. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker AD, man, let's rock, man. He probably typing hella slow. I did want to ask some current event shit, but I'm gonna wait. I'll wait till the next time you come to the thing. You always welcome guests up here anyway. Whatever you want to tap in. If you got some shit you just want to say, some promo you want to drop off, you know what I'm saying? Just tap in, man. It's good. And plus, you can be extended co-host of one of us apps you can jump on. Plus, you can show some of your skills. Maybe we need to put you in the casting call so we can make sure you know what the fuck you're doing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
This means question right there. Read that. That's me's question. You see it?
Oh, thank you. He said, I got a beautiful and vibrant smile. Thank you, Mies.
Look at we need it, though. We need it.
I appreciate that. See, I love all the positivity, positivity.
That is real, though. But I'll go ahead and enjoy your day.
That made my day. Now I can go to work and smile all day to the kids. Be like, hey, y'all.
All right, but we appreciate you. Have a good one, Niesha.
Okay, bye, y'all. Have a good day.
See you later.
What's up, my boy, man? Hey, that was a good first guess. I feel like that kind of went dope. You feel me? I'm the chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all just here for Niche. Hope y'all stay with us. We're gonna talk about 5 minutes about the current shit. My nigga, we're gonna ride on this nigga right here. That's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna ride on this nigga right here, man. That put the goals in. You feel me? Make sure the lineup was straight out the bus.
Look, man. I had to come correct, man, for this lady, man. Look, man.
We got motion, man.
Listen,
We got
if we need to develop the For the Love of Niche TV show, I'm gonna go a part of the casting just because I ain't gonna win, but I'm gonna go a part of it anyway, and try to catch this single ready to mingle, man. We gonna make it happen.
You know, bro. That's cool though, man. Look, and speaking of which, just so we understand, but we do got some news. You know what I'm saying? We got some people that's gonna be signing to the mob, to the label. We got some other shit going on with the media on it. We about to expand. Speaking of casting calls was a good idea, right? That was a good idea because I wasn't really thinking about that. The casting call for not only that show, but for future endeavors, for people that's trying to join our network. You know what I'm saying? That might be kind of a good idea. Probably the casting call should go like on a live. I think that'd be dope.
That'll be super dope. And I'm gonna say this too, because you my partner in crime. We talk about
Right.
everything, but I'm gonna say this exclusively because you don't even know this.
Oh shit.
Not only is Frequency 99 a future media network of just of content creators doing their thing, we also gonna turn this to an app. By next year, it's gonna be an app where you'll
Okay,
be
yeah, let
able
us know something then.
where
Okay,
where
breaking news.
break
Breaking
no,
news.
it's gonna be an app, similar to like a Zeus, but with our own spin on it, to where we're gonna have all great content creators, all shows subscription based, but just everybody displaying their talents and not having to always focus on. I love all the platforms. I love the YouTubes. I love the Instagrams. I love all of them. But at the same time, we also just appreciate ownership. Ownership is
Right.
very important. So we also need ours, because if all these platforms go down, then what we
Yeah, you're
got?
right
So
about that.
we got to
Yeah,
have
you
our
are right
own.
about
So
that.
Frequency 99 app will be coming soon. So
Okay, man, that's breaking news. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. Let me know that you're working behind the scenes, bro. Let me
come
know
on,
that you're
man.
carrying the weight too, man. Let me know that the burden is on your back. You
Come
feel
on,
me? You
man.
know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to lose no 1%, man. I'm out here working.
Y'all don't even know the type of shit. Look, to anybody out there that bulk set contracts, you have no idea the contract that we got just to make this shit rock. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Right. We got shit up there. It's like we got like a compete. We can a little team we need it. You feel me? Like motherfuckers don't understand that we are competing with each other, but not in a negative way. It's more like we trying to who work the hardest. So anybody that's coming to the network, just know that, man, yo, work, you get we get into the bag, but you get more accolades the harder you work. Shout out to anybody. I tell my artists, I tell anybody that I fuck with, whether they with the movement or not, man. The harder you work, man, the more it's gonna pay off in the end. It might pay off immediately. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. And we in this shit the winners, man. Like, just learning from all the great places, learning from the Death Rows, learning from the No Limits, learning from the QCs, learning from the Rap-A-Lots, learning from all these people, learning from the Rockefellers, learning from all these places, learning from the Cash Monies, taking all what they did good, removing all of what they did bad, whether if they knew on purpose or if they just didn't know because of lack of knowledge. Man, we about to make this shit rock.
Right. And that's why really it's important for the ground level associates, right? That can end up really being shareholders, right? You know what I'm saying, right? It's important for the ground floor associates to like get in while it's good. Because in real life, right, once you start getting once the motion really start really getting to where we envision it, it ain't really gonna be nobody to be able to get in like that. It's really gonna be like members only. You know what I'm saying? The only people we're gonna be doing business with is on straight business. All the associates and affiliates, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important. Let's let the ink dry. Let's get it together, man.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, we're gonna look back at this shit one day. We're gonna look at the banner back there, the hats back there. We're gonna be like, hey, bro, remember we was fucking with it like that, and we was like, what the fuck was we doing? Because we really building something right now. And when you really building something, you think we doing it right now. But once we in that studio, you know what I'm saying? Looking back, you feel me? We're gonna be like, hey, remember when we started right here? We was just on the laptop and the phone, nigga. Telling you, bro,
Yeah.
it's real.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
real.
fact. We building something
Is it is it
special,
is it any current event we wanna hit with? It was something I feel like it was something we was talking about that we need to be
man.
on.
I'll be honest, man. This COVID 2.0, my nigga,
Oh yeah, for sure.
they
Yeah, that's what we
tripping, bro.
yeah.
They tripping. Like, it's My daughter comes, Dad, did you know it was 4 people who died on the cruise ship? She watched it on TikTok. I said, fuck. I'm like, is it gonna be like the last time with the pandemic? I'm like, man, we gotta stay safe, stay protected, man. Everybody needs to. Hey, I know it's a real thing out there, mixed in with a lot of fear mongering. But at the end of the
Right.
day, if we stay prepared and you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, man. Man, keep washing your hands, man. Look, put your mask on, whatever you gotta do, man. Cause it's about to get real out here.
And you seen me today, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me,
That's
I'll be
right.
sliding, but I've been trying to save money on gas, so I've been trying to bounce on that BART to try to get from point A to point B when I'm fucking with the schoolhouse and just you feel. Plus, I feel like a ninja on the BART, but like even on there, it's like I'm trying to cut a corner, but you know you grabbing the rails and shit. So I had the rubber glove up today, but you got to understand when COVID first hit, bro. Like before it hit, I was on my new Global Mind page. I had seen a post and it was a bat in soup, and it was calling it bat soup. And it was talking about coronavirus before I even knew what the hell it was, right? But I was reading about it. It was talking about it's highly contagious. I was at a gas station with gloves and a mask on, and I was like, you a germaphobe, what the fuck you on? This was in December. They shut it down that January, February. You feel me? I'm saying, right? So now I'm on the board again. I'm seeing a couple of the Asians. The Asians be ready. The Asians stay with their shit on, right? You feel me? I'm saying, at least out here. So I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm going back to my OCD ways because like, this shit is real. And not only that, they say this was supposed to be vicious because this wasn't supposed to be transmitted from animal to human.
I
You
know
feel
the
me?
fact that you can a rat can come by you, pee, dip off, and you can breathe it in through the air, and you can die. Nigga, what?
Bro,
Nah,
and they did
bro.
the same thing. Listen, this is what I mean. Real quick before we go. This is how you know it's the Matrix, and this is how you know most things are, whether it's simulation, whether it's a psyop, whether life is real, fake, the earth is flat around, if it's universe, whatever, right? History repeats itself. Usually it takes like 100 years, 20 years. Listen, at least in the Bay, when it transmitted from overseas, went on a plane, went on a boat, went on a train. The whole thing is when you quarantine something, right? It should stay contained where it's at. You ain't supposed to let nobody travel. This shit started on the boat. So a couple people, an old dude died on the boat. They let it go get on the plane. Right? You know what I'm saying? Let her go get on the plane with the body. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to drop dead in the airport. With this, it's on the boat. And what they did in Frisco, they let a boat come. It wasn't even in the Bay yet. COVID wasn't even in the Bay. They let the boat come in the Bay. Instead of them quarantining to the boat and sending the doctors over there, they took people off the boat, put them in the hospital, and next thing you know, we was on lockdown and spread like wildfire, right? This is a reincarnation of the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's the same
definitely.
thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you just keeping it quarantine over there, that's how you know all this shit is by design, bro. That's how you know it's by design, man. You feel me? So just do your due diligence. Stay healthy. You might want to. The irony of COVID was that's when DoorDash got hella popular. But it was always funny to me because I was doing Postmates at the time. It was always funny to me that people was getting DoorDash, but you supposed to be scared of germs, shit like that. But you let a stranger bring the food to your door.
And you let the stranger make your food, and then another stranger bring your food.
Right,
Man,
right. It comes from two men that cook, right? Ain't nothing like a home cooked meal, even when there ain't a pandemic going on.
come on, man. Come on,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? So cut the Mickey D's out, wash your hands 2 or 3 times, stop shaking, go back to the elbow. That's what I'm doing. I hit him out with
What?
the elbow. Go back to the elbow, man. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I was at my daughter's school today and gave the principal the elbow. I was like, "Yeah, good looking, man." Bow. Like, oh, what?
That's over with. That's another thing. Ooh, with the school, with the online learning. Oh my God, man. They say
Bro,
the
it
divorce on
turn all the parents into homeschool teachers for free.
and
What,
everybody was horrible. It was horrible. I can't say
bro?
so.
The
So
only
look,
reason the only reason it was good for me is because I homeschooled my kids the first 4 years of their life, and then they went to public school, and then COVID happened, and they went back to homeschool. I said, "What the fuck? If I would have knew that, I would have never
right.
homeschooled y'all."
So look, man, we gonna tap in. Look, one thing about We Got Motion, y'all should know. Little program though. Every Friday we tap in no matter what. It might be early morning, it might be afternoon, but Friday for sure is the day. But because we got true motion and shit is going on every day, not just in the media world, but in our own lives with topics, discussions, thoughts, ideas, right? We might just get on this motherfucker and talk about music and marketing. We might get on ranting about what's going on in politics. We tap on whenever we feel like it, right? So that means anybody that's trying to be a special guest, any artist that we mess with, anybody that we got online, we might tap in. You might be 1 o'clock in the morning, but hey, bro, you trying to jump on the live? We doing it. We have no set schedule. We rocking 2-3 times a week. We might rock 7 days a week, depending on what we feel like, because we truly got motion. We do appreciate the chat. Y'all was active today. Y'all was live. We love the comments. We love the support. Please like, comment, subscribe on everything we got. We got motion, PWG and me, Frequency 99. We got Free But Not Free. We got Niesha Jackson. And we got a bunch of Facebooks and Instagrams. We got TikToks. We everywhere, man. You can find us anywhere and everywhere. Tap in, man. You know what I'm saying? Wood, man, go ahead and send us out, Wood.
Hey, man, look, man, I appreciate all y'all, man, for watching. We'll be back maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Hey, this CalWood, man, one half of Frequency 99, man. The other half of We Got Motion, the podcast. CalWood Marketing, man, one of the best marketers in the motherfucking world.
You feel me?
Y'all
Stop
tap
playing
in
golf,
with us.
man. Yeah, on
Y'all
the
tap in
globe,
with us,
man.
man. Hey, man, global, man.
That's good, man. We out, man. Tap in. You already know what to do. It's the mouth. Appreciate y'all.